I'm Vincent.
I'm Olivia.
I'm Yuri.
And we will be presenting our slides and app Invacies. I am. Guys, how do I use it? Oh, there you go. Okay. So our problem is that invasive species are hurting our environment, our economy, and the people themselves a lot. They cost us over $50 billion each year in damage, which causes inflation. So we wanted to combat that.
Our target audience is any resident in New York City who's affected by invasive species. So we conducted research about various different outdoor invasive species in New York City, and we concluded that a lot of them have very profound effects on our economy, on our community, and just everything in general. So a lot of money goes towards preventing these invasive species, and also the environment is damaged profoundly by these species.
These are two of our direct competitors, the EDD Maps and MISIN. Both of these apps have the same goal as ours, but both of them are very outdated and have a lot of missing features as our apps. These are two our indirect competitors. Both of them have similar features as our app. Most similar one is the camera one, but neither of these apps have the same goal as our app.
So we conducted a survey to grasp the scope of this issue and its severity in New York City. And from the survey results, we can see that a high percentage of people responded that they are mostly affected by invasive species, usually an increase of costs like fresh produce and damage in their yards and gardens. Like some examples are like the spotted lanternflies, which affects a lot of parks and gardens and yards, as most people stated. And a lot of people who responded to this survey said they will be able to fund this app. Around over 50% said they will be able to fund.
So our solution would be the app itself, which would help people guide and help understand what invasive species are and how to identify them, and also some of the feedback that we got from the mentors for the whole group to share out and get a talk. So that's kind of what we implemented, and next we will show you the app.
So when you log into our app, this is what our home screen looks like. The indoor and outdoor species tabs both show you either indoor or outdoor species, and they show you, if you click on a certain species, it shows you everything about them when you last identified them, if you exterminated them, how they affect the environment. The extermination services tab shows you extermination services that you may or may not have used, that are cheaper, that are in your area, and it shows you how to contact them. The photo identifier section allows you to take a picture of a species if you think you've identified one, and it tells you what to do about it, if you can do anything about it. The volunteer opportunities tab shows you if you could clean up a specific area in the city near you, for instance the subway, so that species like rats don't show up as often. The recommendations tab is AI generated, but it's constantly updated by professionals to give you real responses on what you should do about an invasive species that you've encountered. And this is the profile.
So the profile has 3 different tabs, and the first one is the volunteer schedule. So using the volunteer service, you can input some various tasks into your schedule, and it'll notify you when that is. The My Species Index is just an index full of species that you've personally identified in your location. And My Exterminator is exterminators that you are currently contacting or have previously contacted.
The map shows you the most prominent spottings in your area of invasive species. Like, for instance, lanternflies, it shows you where most of them have been located, so you can either avoid that area if you want, or you can volunteer to help clean up that area so the invasive species doesn't show up as much.
In the favorites, you'll be able to find a lot of the exterminators that you have used before, and it will show you when you favorited them, so it's easier to access them. And lastly, there will be the inbox. In the inbox, it's a lot of the notifications that you'll get, like if there's a new thing on the map or a new species in your area. And also, if you contacted a exterminator, you'll be able to get back from them using the index app. It will be pretty much a notifications bar. And that is pretty much our app, Invacies. We hope you liked it. Thank you. I think we're good, right? Okay, let's go.